Hi everyone, today we will be looking at a quick tutorial on how to cover foam so it looks nice, clean, and crisp instead of painting. There's nothing wrong with painting, and if you don't have the colors on hand, you can just use fabric. So let's get started. We're working on my Star Guardian Jana. For supplies, you will need foam, different sizes if necessary. Mine's going to be basic. I also need fabric of the choice, hot glue, scissors, and a marking utensil. Let's not forget paper for keeping our work surface clean and for making our design. Start out by making a pattern for your design shape. Obviously you can print one out, but I don't own a printer, so I'm going to freehand draw it and then cut it out. Make sure not to use your fabric scissors. Use fabric scissors only for fabric. Now that it's cut out, if you need to reshape it, then reshape it, which I had to reshape it. Ta-da! I reshaped it! It looks better. Now we're going to take bits of pieces of our extra foam and we're going to copy it onto it. This is why I hoard scraps, because there's no reason for me to get a brand new sheet when I have small enough pieces and everything like that. Like I said earlier, just take your design now and make an outline onto the new foam. Once you got that done, you're going to cut those bad boys out, and you want to also cut out your fabric. Make sure you cut a big enough scrap piece. I didn't have a scrap piece, so I cut off this little edge here. A big enough scrap piece that can wrap around the piece of foam. Here I'm just cutting it in half again because I cut too much. Obviously I didn't need that much, so ta-da! Make sure your piece of fabric can go over your piece of foam completely. And when I mean completely, around the edges as well. See, the one piece I did covers both of them. So I cut that in half, and now I'm going to slightly tap on some glue. Hot glue, that is. As you can see, I'm using hot glue because it's easier. Don't burn yourselves, please. That's not friendly. So just go ahead and secure your foam pieces to the back sides of your fabric. Fabric, foam, they both start with F. And as you can see here, you want to make sure that you don't put a lot of it. You're not securing it to the front. Clip the edges so you can make the notches where you need to. This is where we're going to fold the fabric on top of the foam so that the wrong sides face each other, and then you'll see the right side coming up. Ta-da! And clip, clip, clip away the excess fabric. Now, put some hot glue on the edge of the fabric and fold over that little fabric edge onto the foam piece. A lot of people have seen this done using contact cement. I'm using hot glue because I'm poor. Now, because hot glue might spill out and burst off of it, like that little seam, I use scissors so it doesn't hurt. This is a close-up on how you can see what it looks like. It looks very clean from the back. Oh, and if you have little tails sticking out, feel free to cut those off. You don't need that excess fabric. So if it's just like a little tail end, cut those off in other places so when you glue it, it doesn't have a problem. And here you can see it again. Just repeat for all sides. Just make a hot glue line and then slowly put down the fabric. Well, pull over the fabric. Don't stretch it too much. You don't want to make everything uneven. Make sure to check regularly for the front to make sure that it's nice and smooth. Here you can see I'm using the scissor technique because it's really hot. Ta-da! There's the piece. It looks really clean. Now let's repeat it on the other piece. Let's do the same thing. Clip the edges. And now we're going to remove the excess fabric, but not too much. You want to keep a little bit. So just go ahead and cut off the excess like I was talking about. Make sure you can fold over the excess. Let's grab our hot glue gun and start folding over those edges. Ouch, ouch, hot, 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 hot glue, hot glue, hot glue. Hot gluing. And you can see my wonderful hands. Make sure to trim off the clippy sides, the edging. Make it nice and clean because you don't need that extra fabric poking out from behind. And finish up with the last little piece. And ta-da! You're done. Now you have 2 foam pieces for your outfits. If you need to repeat, keep going until you're finished with your costume. Obviously, mine was done. So I'm attaching these to my Star Guardian tights as shown in a previous video on how to do that. And now the detailing is done. And that's how you do it, how to cover foam pieces to make your cosplays pop, even if it's just a little bit extra small parts. This is the little diamond pieces on my Star Guardian tights, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to tag me with Celeste Orchid, and I can't wait to see if you use this in future projects. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.